Hello, I'm Andy and I'm reading to you a weekly horoscope from July the 1st to July the 7th, 2018. And this is for you coming from Scorpio. And let's start with July the 1st. Not very good morning and afternoon periods. Tends to make you bossy, wanting control, wanting to be egoistic, not agreeing with the plans of others. So basically you are not doing well in terms of togetherness in the morning afternoon period. Well, make up your mind. If you want happiness and you want peace, it's better for you to let others take the lead, because even if you do so, taking the lead, you are going to make mistakes, you're going to mess it up one way or another. And you don't want to show your intolerance either. So let other people take the lead, be the follower, sit back, enjoy your morning, afternoon like you should on a Sunday with family people or work people or business people. Don't want to take the lead because blame will come as well. Evening, nightfall, the same thing happens. You want to take charge, you want to make the plans, people should do as you say. Again, blame will come because you're going to mess it up in one way or another. So the whole day, let others take charge and be the followers. Sit back, let others do the hard work, and you just sit back and enjoy yourself that way. Emotional planets are seen, quite a few of them in the evening, nightfall period. So they could bring many emotional context for you, or to help you plan things to improve your job or your business as well. So be out and about for this sake of meeting people who can help you. July the 2nd for you in Scorpio is a really horrible morning afternoon period, and if ever things can go wrong, they're waiting to go wrong. So at your place of work or in business, mistakes are going to be made by you, so you don't want to handle things on your own. You want all that advice coming from others. You want to have teamwork which can identify the mistakes you're going to make and the wrong things you're going to say and the wrong things you're going to do. All that is waiting to happen because losses are seen in one way or another. Blame is seen as well. And emotional planets are also there, which will give you disappointing news of one kind or another. So tell yourself that rather than take the lead, rather than wanting to feel important, rather than wanting control, let others do it. And this way, the finger of blame will never come looking for you. Be part of a team, that's good enough. And just survive the morning, afternoon period. You got to focus on the importance of work or business, because these emotional planets will drive you to think emotionally of all the emotional problems or emotional difficulties, and you won't be able to get your deadlines right, won't be able to finish your work, and blame will come that way. So one way or another, you are in trouble in the morning, afternoon period. Minimize the effect of troublenesses by allowing others to take the lead. Evening, nightfall is the same story almost. And now the emotional planets are even stronger. But there's one planet coming to help you. And in the evening, nightfall, this is the planet of unexpected things. So it's going to bring an unexpected opportunity. Could be in areas of relationships, meet somebody new. Could be in business or in your job areas to help you bring something new. It's the planet of newness as well. So be out and about and be ready to mix with people and talk to them about your job, about your business. And if chasing for the romance, that's my worry. Because the emotional situation remains weak in the evening nightfall session. So when something new is introduced to you, don't dive into it like you're so desperate for it. Take your time and make up your mind on another day. But you could meet somebody for romance as well on this July the 2nd Monday. Let's go to July the 3rd Tuesday for you in Scorpio. It's a much better morning afternoon period. And on this morning afternoon period, you can achieve a lot. There's a planet of expansion, of bigness, of greatness. Wants to get you to expand, whether for more money, whether more permission, position, whether for more status. And big ideas will come from you. And so discuss these big ideas because it's a positive planet. And you will see that your big plans are going to be well received, whether in business, whether in job areas, or whether chasing for the romance. You may find somebody who is pretty big. I don't mean the physical sense, but big in job or business, big in money as well. And so you will do extremely well in the morning, afternoon period. Try not to dominate. That's the only thing I ask of you. Evening, nightfall, the same group of planets are there, but there's also one planet that wants to spoil everything in the evening, nightfall session. So if you try to be dominating, if you try to be stubborn, if you want control, then this planet will take its chance to turn all that against you. So be part of a team would be better. Evening, nightfall period. Just enjoy yourself, get what you want. Don't want to be overcharged into getting everything. Because the planet of disappointment will, if it gets a chance to get anywhere into whatever you're trying to do, it will turn it nasty. It'll help it to fail, and it'll help blame on you as well. July the 4th, an extremely lucky morning and afternoon period. How lucky you can get. And this planet is also the planet of unexpectedness, who brings unexpected opportunities. So at work, and in business, or whether planning for socialness, tell yourself there's plenty to achieve in the morning-afternoon period. And even for lunch as well. Meet people and you will see the support comes readily. You'll be extremely lucky because you say things unexpectedly and suddenly. And whoever hears it will like to hear it because you'll make plenty of sense because of the creative side perhaps, or your knowledge which you can then discuss things with people. So communicate as much as you can, morning and afternoon periods. Evening and nightfall periods also extremely lucky. Now you don't not only have the short-term planets who bring short-term news and quick opportunities, but you have a long-term planet as well, who will take these quick opportunities to turn them into long-term magic for you. And you might meet people of your past, you might meet people who you've known before, or the good news from the past, everything very positive in the evening nightfall period. So definitely be out and about, looking good. You can make very good long-term contacts, whether social, whether for job or whether for business. July the 5th, another very good morning-afternoon period. This time, all the encouragement is for you to say things and do things and take charge. And you will see that everything you try to say and do will be well received. Now about the taking charge bit a bit, no harm encouraging whoever or encouraging yourself to be in the lead, but there's also a planet of ego hanging around. So don't want to let the ego planet take charge and then behave egoistically and then be a person who is just low of tolerance for others. Don't want that way. Just tell yourself, I will handle my responsibilities, I will do very well in the morning, evening, afternoon and nighttime period, and I will control this planet of egoisticness and not to allow too much of it. And that way you will enjoy yourself very much in the evening, nightfall, make very good business contacts or meet people who can help you as well, whether for job or any area. July the 6th, Friday, is a horrible morning and afternoon period. And if ever things can go wrong, they are planning to go wrong. You'll say the wrong thing, you'll do the wrong thing. It can be very expensive, let me tell you. So be careful what you say and do. Definitely don't want to be in a leadership role. Lie low, be part of a team, because blame is dying to be pointing at you. Things are waiting to go wrong, either from you or from others, but it's going to come sit in your lap and stare at you. And therefore it can be a very troublesome morning, afternoon period. So be careful what you say, be careful what you do. Always get the advice. Put everything in writing if you have to, because the blame will come one day or another about this. And also watch out for spending habits. You can waste a lot of money, and whatever you try and do, the returns are not worthwhile. So chasing for that romance would be a waste of time, because even if you get it, you won't want it in the end. It'll be troublesome. So every area of life, morning and afternoon period, watch out. Evening and nightfall also be very careful, because things are going to go very wrong. You may drink too much, you may have an accident, you may say things and everybody is not happy with you. And you may do things which prove to be negative as far as other people are concerned. And you could be very dominating and very stubborn because you want to push your point too much. And so be very cautious and tell yourself again and again that the last thing you want to do is to take control or to be pushy. And try to be as nice as possible even if you don't get what you want. That's the way to end this Friday, which is full of so many headaches for you. You could meet somebody of an importance to help you in business. So no harm meeting that person, but don't want to be signing any agreements or contracts straight away, because it's not a good day to do that. Saturday, July the 7th, this is also not very good for you coming from Scorpio. Morning, afternoon, you can be let down, can be played out. Drive carefully, accidents are seen. Be careful what you say and do. Accidents are also seen verbal-wise. Mistakes are made when you're telling people things. And also the planet of secretiveness is all over the place. And don't discuss anything of a personal nature with anybody else, or it could be used against you. And tell yourself that you shouldn't be traveling on this day, but if you have to travel, then you have to be very careful on this Saturday. Basically, keep to yourself if you can in the morning, afternoon period. And if you have to be out with family members or friends or working people or business people, let them take charge and just be quiet and be the follower, be agreeable. Evening, nightfall, these negative planets are also there. But there's one good planet, quite a business-minded planet, who will help you say the right things and help you do the right things. So no harm talking your mind in the evening nightfall period, and no harm mixing business and pleasure. But overall, the negative planets are also there from the daytime coming to the evening nightfall period. So don't drink too much, don't say the wrong thing, don't do the wrong thing, drive very carefully, and call it an early evening if I were you. Make the contacts and get their calling cards and then leave. So it's worthwhile being out, but don't want to stay too long, don't want to drink too much. And that's the Saturday for you, not very good at all. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years, and I'll base all that on your date of birth, your time of birth, and look at your palms, and even face read you where I Skype. And so with all that happening, I'll be able to tackle your next 7 or 8 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll talk to you about your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky lottery numbers. I'll talk to you about a lot of information and how to help you that wise. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, and I'll definitely come back to you as soon as possible. So let's make this 90-minute session for USD 50, and that way I'll be able to help you and get you into a position for your next 7 or 8 years to do very well. Until then, thank you and good luck.